Hello there. I'm back. Let's talk about the day. Shall we? Well, the delay continues. Very sad. But I'm just gonna keep on pushing through. Never stop. Never quit. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways. Yeah. It was a good day. I started playing a game on my PlayStation 5 called RoboCop Rogue City. That was pretty fun. Afterwards, I was getting hungry. So I made 2 eggs on toast, 2 bacons, and a cup of coffee. Afterwards, I watched a new Digital Foundry Direct. It was pretty good. They were basically talking about how that Cyberpunk game ran on the Switch too. Looks like it was competent enough, although looks like it was struggling a little, just a little bit. But they prefaced it by saying this is an old build, 9 weeks old, so the more up-to-date version will probably have all those kinks ironed out. Then I had to get ready for work. And then I drove to work. And at work, the first hour was spent begging, greeting the customers, my coworkers, being friendly, and maintaining high spirits. The second hour was spent karting. Took a little while, about an hour, but it was a good workout. Karting's my favorite part of the job. I love karting. Then, after karting, it was time for a little break. So during this break, I did some deep breath work. It was pretty cool. I felt very relaxed and more energized afterwards. Then, it was 2 hours of sweeps. Sweep here, sweep there, sweep everywhere. I arrived back home for my lunch break, made a BLT. It was very good. I had walnuts with it. One of the more important aspects I guess I could mention is that I didn't have my phone out during this whole situation. Well, technically, I actually kept my phone out of the picture until I was done making my food. The reason I say this is because normally I find something to listen to while I make my food, but I didn't feel like it. I felt more like being in the moment, being present. And that's exactly what I did. Not gonna lie, it felt like a big breath of fresh air. The BLT was really good. It used a spring salad mix for the lettuce, because we didn't have actual lettuce. 3 fried pieces of bacon, and mustard mayonnaise, and 3 thinly sliced tomato slices. Big thumbs up. Then for dessert, I had an Oreo cookie, the last piece of cherry pie, and the last scoop of ice cream, vanilla, from Tillamook, French vanilla. Then I drove back to work. And my next 4 hours, the first hour started off bagging, but then one of the coworkers there didn't want to do a lot, So I decided to see if they wanted me to take their lot, and they agreed. So I took their lot. And yeah, that was a nice little reprieve. The weather was fantastic today. I loved the weather. Very good. When I was completed with the lot for that hour, it was 2 hours of sweeps afterwards again. Yeah, I helped customers find where they need to find products. There was one customer, though, who needed this beef Angus pre-grilled frozen burger patties because she liked the way they tasted. I thought we had them. I guess we don't. So, that's a shame she didn't get what she wanted. Oh well. I hope she finds it. After that, it was time to go on my last break, for which I did another breathing exercise. Pretty nice. And then finished the day off bagging again. Many laughs were had. I came up with a joke. It's a little on the corny side, but I might as well tell you. Why did the author need to put pen to paper? Because it was the right thing to do. That's a little joke that I came up with. Well, anyways, I left home. I was watching a documentary hosted by legendary host Rod Serling. If you don't know who that is, he was the host for the Twilight Zone TV show, a show I really enjoy. And he was hosting this show about UFOs. One of the more interesting aspects about it was apparently people trying to use psionics to communicate with the alien beings in this documentary. Well, this was a hearsay story. This wasn't being shown like in the documentary, but someone said like General I was able to psionically communicate with these beings, and they gave names. I forget what they were, but the thing that made me go, was that they said they were from the planet Jupiter. So I don't know about that. We know Jupiter doesn't have any life. It's just a big gas planet. I mean, unless aliens enjoy living in a stinky egg world. Yeah, I don't know. That was dumb. But hey, interesting. The only reason why I bring it up is because there's been a lot of talk with a lot of UFO fandom around the internet about how there are psionics being used by military dudes to communicate with these crafts. So I thought that was an interesting correlation. Either it's a really long con that's been going on for a really long time for money and attention, or there really is something to this. You decide. Anyways, after that, I watched. I had a chicken and rice for dinner prepared by my mom. It was very good. And we watched the TV show Severance together. Me, her, and our family friend. We actually watched 2 episodes tonight, which is unusual because we normally watch like 1 episode. So that was pretty interesting. Yeah, it was basically about the main character, Mark S., realizing that Helly, the main, I guess sort of a weird love interest to him, to his severed self. Finds her very attractive, and they get romantic. But then he's trying to reintegrate himself in his non-severed form, or I guess his outie form, outside with a lady who formerly worked for Lumen. And yeah, she stuck a thing in his head, and then the next episode was him having flashbacks to him and his wife. And then we cut to scenes of his wife, who's still in Lumen, and she's practically being forced to go to these different rooms to do these different severed experiments, and it's really bizarre seeing what's going on there. Yeah. And then yeah, I recorded this, I think. That's pretty much the day. Thanks for listening. Have yourselves a great night. Goodbye, everybody.